Greetings and welcome to Projekt Gemineye update number 263 or 4. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. My phone is charging, and that's where I usually check my latest or my last update. Yeah, I know. Excuses. But, anyways, I don't remember the exact one. But, anyways, we're here today. It is November 29th. Two things just to talk about really quickly. Number one, thank you to everybody who has purchased a CD copy of The Dark Days of Yesterday. And also a big thank you to everybody who's been buying the digital version of the record, the streaming or just a digital download of it. Been getting quite a lot of those, which is interesting because usually in the past, my vinyl is the big seller. Obviously, all the time that thing is like pretty much sold out, for the exception of my last record, I think, which hasn't sold out yet, but it's near the end. Usually the vinyl goes quickly, the CDs do okay, and the digital is usually in the last place. But this time, the digital's been doing pretty good, and it kind of dawned on me because I was looking at my sales. The CDs have been doing okay. Like, let's put it this way: I have everything enough to cover my costs to get everything done, so I'm very appreciative of that. But things have kind of slowed on there, and then it kind of dawned on me. Of course, I mean, look at the time of the year. I mean, normally I never release stuff this late in the year, like especially physical product, because shipping and stuff like that, and people are sometimes get a little nervous about stuff during Christmas time getting sent out, stuff like that. So probably should have waited to do this record. Uh, but I hope that people give it a chance. Hopefully, maybe after Christmas or something, and grab a CD copy of it because honestly, I've been getting a lot of good comments and reviews about it. A lot of people have said that it's probably one of their the best CDs I've done in a long time, and that they've really been enjoying the songs on it. So hopefully people will give it a chance, in the new year and grab a copy as well. Again, everything that I get from the CDs goes straight into the production of the vinyl. As you know, that's a big expenditure, mainly because of the lacquers that have to get done. I mean, the last time those were like about $550 Canadian, excuse me, excuse me, to get done, and that's you can't, without those you can't get anything done. And then on top of that, you have to do the printing and the actual pressing of the records, and it becomes a big expenditure, right? So everything that I make off of the digital sales and the CDs goes back into the production of the vinyl. That's why, like I said, I have everything covered for my CD. So everything that I'm getting now after that is going into that coffer. So again, thank you to everybody who has bought. I really do appreciate it. It's going well. There's a very excellent website called Slang of Ages. I believe it's called, yeah, Slang of Ages by Preston Fraser. He has a podcast on iTunes and stuff like that. Check it out because his latest audio podcast is an interview with yours truly talking about the dark days of yesterday in detail with him. So if you're interested, go to iTunes, look up Slang of Ages, and look for the Mark Anthony K / Projekt Gemineye interview. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It was a very good interview. It went well. And there's more to come. I'm sure there's going to be more interviews. Again, this is a, for somebody who's been in this business for so long, you'd have thought that I would have not do some of the things I advise some people who have asked me. Some of the younger musicians sometimes ask me questions about the business and stuff like that. And one of the biggest tips I give them is don't start a tour in December, especially in Canada. You'll get hit by snow and you're not going to like it. And don't release albums in December because everybody closes down. Record companies close down. Radio stations start wrapping up for the Christmas holidays. December is a bad time to do things, even for selling, because you may have a great record, but when Joe and the guys have to go and buy Christmas presents for the kids and for the wife and all that, and he wants to buy a Projekt Gemineye CD, chances are he's gonna have to buy his presents for his kids before he buys my CD. So that's the advice I always give everybody else, and I didn't listen to my own advice, but it's okay. Like I said, everything is cool. I have everything covered, thanks to you guys who have already bought. So, where else was I going to go with this? I was going to go down another road with this as well. Yeah, as far as the time of the year, yeah. So it's it's not a good time, December, to do these kinds of things. And oh yeah, and not only that, but I just bought the Rolling Stones Black and Blue Deluxe box set, and that's another thing. Competition this time of the year, lots of things are coming out. Boxes. I just did a podcast with the Kiss FAQ talking about the Kiss Alive uh, Ultra Uber Deluxe box set of Kiss Alive, the album, in vinyl and in CD form. So there's lots of other things to buy. So probably would have been better to have waited till January, but that's what I'm going to do with the vinyl. I'm going to wait till January. Things have cooled down, and I'm going to start the vinyl pre-order for that in January when people are kind of, you know, things have cooled down, so to speak. But speaking of January, there is one thing that I normally do. I didn't do it last year, but much to some people's joy, now I will announce it again. I mentioned before that I am releasing the Projekt Gemineye Christmas EP is just about done. After I'm done this uploading this video, I just have to complete a couple of things, and I've mixed the last song, and I'll be mastering it this weekend, most likely tomorrow, and it'll be up and available on the Projekt Gemineye website for December 1st. So the Christmas time, you will have a Projekt Gemineye Christmas EP. Now you're going to say, well, didn't you just say you don't want to release things in December? This is not a physical thing. I've never had a physical release of Christmas stuff because of the things that I've just said. But they've always done pretty good. Digitally, lots of people grabbed them. And lots of people have really enjoyed them. I've got a lot of people say that they've enjoyed them. In fact, there's a gentleman, I wish I would remember his name, but he runs a radio station in Essex, I believe. He's a longtime supporter of the of Projekt Gemini of Projekt Gemini. I think it's called the Progressive Aspect. I think that's what it's called. And the gentleman's a awesome guy, has a great show, plays lots of progressive stuff, and it's proper FM radio, like 96.2 or something like that, or 102.1. And he's been a big supporter of the Christmas stuff, so he'll be happy to know that the EP is done. I will be contacting him about it as well, so he'll have some new Christmas stuff to play. And honestly, I know everybody says that they're happy with their latest stuff, but this Christmas thing, I hope you guys will check it out because it's very progressive. This is not one of these jingle bells redone. This is not like a Trans-Siberian Orchestra da 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 kind of thing. This is very progressive metal, but the lyrics are very Christmas oriented, but from a different sort of perspective. Some sort of different sort of Christmas tales. Like one of the songs, I believe, and I'm not sure if I'm going to change the title, but one of the songs are called, at this point, it's tentatively called Saint Nick and the Geese, like the Canada geese, which is the tale, and I'm not sure if this is actually a legit Christmas tale here in Canada or not, but there was like this running rumor that every year during Christmas, Santa Claus and a flock of geese meet up at one time in the north here and have a race across Canada to see who could first get to the Caribbean islands after crossing Canada. And that's some of the lyrics in there. So it's a little bit of a different take on Christmas and a little bit of a little bit of Christmas fun. And the last song on the album is very, very proggy, very cool. Lots of awesome things I put in there that I'm very, very happy with. And it's very sci-fi lyrically, especially about the fact that it's Santa Claus going through a sort of black hole time tunnel, which is one of his secret ways that he gets to everybody's houses in time through this transwarp conduit sort of thing. So it's a very interesting take, I think, on Christmas. It's rather than Frosty and Rudolph and everything that we've heard 100,000 times. So December 1st, Projekt Gemineye Bandcamp site. Check it out. It's going to be called, as usual, keeping up with the tradition, Projekt Gemineye Memories of Christmas, Volume 6, if you can believe it. This is the 6th edition of these Christmas releases. So I hope you guys check it out. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. So have a great weekend. I just saw on my computer here there's a weather alert, so I think we're going to get hit with snow. I know Chicago, St. Louis, and you guys have gotten a lot of snow. It looks like it's coming our way. So, and I'm in Toronto area, in case you're wondering. So have a great weekend. Thank you for watching drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Helps, of course. And again, December 1st, Christmas EP. And if you haven't gotten a copy of the new album, Dark Days of Yesterday, just grab a $5 copy, a Canadian $5 digital download for now, and then maybe after Christmas you'll help yourself to a fantastic 6-panel digipack version of the album on CD. And that's it for now. So I'll leave it there, and I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye bye for now, my friends.